Russell, how did Island Naturals get started?
Well, I'd been in the natural foods business for a long time. And here on the Big Island and in statewide, I was in the wholesale side of things. And I kept observing how nobody had built a full-service natural food store on the Big Island. So it was a combination of a business opportunity, and also I wanted to create a place that would be fun to work at. And so that's where I'm a natural.
How did that work out? Are you having fun?
I am having fun. And as I tell all my employees, it has to be fun for them if it's going to be fun for me, so we try hard to make it that way.
What are the things about it that make it fun for you? Speak up a little.
Well, for one thing, what we're doing is something we can feel good about. You know, what we're doing is providing people with the best food we can, which is what they come in here for. So it feels like it's sort of a right livelihood. We're not fooling anybody, we're not lying to anybody, we're not selling anybody something they don't need or isn't any good. It's also fun because it's sort of a vortex of social interactions. There's a lot of customers come in here from around the community, and people meet friends here, and it's just a lot of fun to see a lot of people here. And I have a fantastic staff that we work with and make great food at all the stores. And it's a lot of fun to be involved with food and people instead of just things for me.
And how many locations do you have now?
We have 4 locations, one in Hilo, one in Pahoa, one in Kailua Kona, and one in Kealakekua.
Which was the first store?
Hilo. Hilo's our first store. And we were only one store for about 8 years before we expanded.
And what's this section we have going here that we're standing by?
Right here, we're standing in front of one of our local food sections, where we, for a long time now, and more, are featuring local products. They're either grown here or made here or both.
Hawaii Island, statewide, or both?
Both, okay. Although 90-some% of this is Hawaii Island.
Really? That's amazing.
Yes, we have a lot. Well, we're blessed with a lot of local. We have a lot of local farmers and food producers on the Big Island, being an agricultural community. I'm happy to say that there are certain items here that I have helped work with the person who was developing them to help either make their labels better or make it a more successful product or a more natural product that we could carry in the natural food stores. So those are real exciting things to me. I like anything that feels like we can make a change in the world or a difference in the world for the better. So I'm particularly proud of some of those items.
Cool, so let's just do a quick run around here and see what we got.
Honeys and jams, some granolas from Kauai, and a new granola from the Big Island here, Dad's Granola.
Okay.
We got some Hawaiian sea salt, things like that. Coming around this side, oh my.
This is a new product you were just showing me. This is cinnamon, Big Island cinnamon.
Here we have things like coffees, mac nuts, chocolate-covered mac nuts, one of our favorite things.
Yeah.
We have Atabara chips, or Hawaii Island gourmet chips.
Another one of our Think Local, Buy Local members.
Very good. And I worked with them to help them, encourage them to change from cottonseed oil to safflower oil or canola oil so that we could carry it in our natural food store.
Fabulous.
It was fun to work with. Moving around here, we have an assortment of, these are all Big Island coffees.
Wow.
Various packaged coffees, both from both Kona
Wow, look
and
at all those
Hilo
Big
side.
Island coffees. That's awesome.
A lot of them are organic. We have one in our own label. A series of them in our own label.
Cool.
And a lot of times when visitors come into the store, they find a lot of things that they can take home to their friends from this section. And a whole assortment of honeys, including the very exotic rare Hawaiian honey from Waimea, and some more, a variety of honeys in large and small sizes.
That's great, a lot of local honeys.
We only carry local honey.
Oh, fabulous. That's wonderful. Don't support the
honey.
industrial food honey system.
Well, we don't have to, because there's so many local beekeepers, and it's fun to support them. And you know, with shipping and everything, we can be just as economical with the local honey, even though it may cost a little more to produce. It doesn't have to get shipped here, so we can offer it at an even better price than if we did import it.
Do you find customers asking for local more and more, or how's that going?
Yes, their customers ask for it. Customers also pay attention to our signage. In our produce department, for example, we have a different colored sign for local. We have the same color scheme in each store and signs explaining it. So a lot of customers have learned to come and look for the green signs and look for local products. We try to we do 3 things to specific things to promote local products over other products in our store. One is we give it the best shelf placement and signage. We feature them in demos. We really encourage people to come in here and do demos to help people taste their product. And we also use a lower pricing for local products than we do for imported goods. And we do that because, first of all, we want to promote those products. Second of all, it's easier for us to get more of it. We don't have to pay shipping. And we can get it faster, it can be fresher. So we want to give as much advantage as possible to all of our local vendors and food producers. We do those three things for it, as well as feature them in special sections. And we also have a new program where the first Friday of every month in each store, we call it Local Food Demo Day, and we have a series of local vendors come in, only local products featured on our first Friday of every month. It's been a tremendous success.
Cool, that's great. I'll have to come down for one of those.
Sure.
You know, one common thing that people say is they say that buying local is more expensive. So do you find that to be true, and do you find either that customers are willing to pay a premium for local, or have you been able to get the prices to where they're equalized to imported? I guess specifically I'm speaking about produce.
Produce, I think we can offer local produce at actually lower prices than mainland produce. There are some things that are more mass-produced on the mainland that are hard to compete on price. But when you add shipping, especially refrigerated shipping for produce, and you factor that in, the local product becomes actually much more economical. And we do use a lower pricing for local foods to help offset that. And the end result of all of that, the lower pricing and avoiding shipping, is that we actually offer local foods as cheap, if not cheaper, than imported foods, especially in the produce department.
That's great. So for you, the whole focus on local sourcing has worked out financially, as well as being in alignment with your philosophy as business.
Absolutely, and I think it's, even if it didn't work out, we would be doing everything we could to make it work out. I think it's really important. I mean, I've probably heard all this before, but money spent in the local economy circulates more, and in terms of food security, the cost of shipping food in is going to keep on going up, and one day it's not going to be practical to ship food here, except for certain exceptional items. And so we have to develop our local food economy, and we're very motivated to be a part of that movement. But yes, it has worked out economically. It's been tremendously well received, and I don't find any economic disadvantage in featuring local.